Alright, so I'm Kayla, and this is my life story. So here we go. I made a previous one, but I feel like it's all scattered. This one might be too, but whatever. You get the moral of the story at least. So, when I was growing up, my mom and dad, they were drug addicts. My mom would always play this Wizards 101 game. She played it for about since I was maybe 16 years old. So about 16 years she played it, or less, I don't know. But my dad, me and him, I was daddy's little girl. Me and him did everything growing up. We would go bike rides, all that shit. My mom, she just kind of didn't really do anything. Just kind of sucked, but whatever. She would always catfish little kids and shit. I did not stay in one school for long. I would move at least every year, I would say. Me and my mom, my dad ended up moving to Maryland to get a job because we were homeless and we were living at my grandma's house at the time. And by the way, I have 4 brothers. They're all older than me too. And then it was just me and my mom and my my brother Ricardo. We ended up leaving him behind and we hopped states to California, and we lived with this guy that my mom met on the internet, which was kind of scary. But I was 11 years old, so I didn't really understand what was going on. And my mom I was sleeping on the top bunk and she was below doing sexual stuff with him. We ended up getting kicked out 2 weeks later because she said she was my sister and she wasn't. And then we ended up moving to Texas with another family that we met online, or that my mom met online. That was bad. The stepdad kept trying to do sexual things with my mom. And that whole family would play Wizards 101. So that kind of sucked. Then we moved with my dad in Maryland. That's when it kind of started getting more rocky. My dad was always sleeping. I think he was on heroin at the time. I found needles in that house. My mom was still on the computer. Didn't leave the computer. I got sexually abused at 11 there. He got locked up. Then my dad was stealing copper. He got locked up for about 6 months. Then me and my mom got homeless. We jumped houses a few times. We lived on couches. We lived with this girl that slit her throat. A lot of stuff happened. Skip ahead. We ended up moving I ended up getting sent back to Minnesota by myself on an airplane, okay? That was scary as fuck. And then my mom ended up driving all the way out here with her boyfriend, coming to pick me up. I ended up running from here, going back to Maryland. Then all that shit happened. Then we moved back here, and I started hanging out with my brother's dad, and he was very manipulative and everything. My mom was still on the computer. My dad was barely ever around. He wasn't the same person as he was before he went into jail. He was using a lot. Let's see. I had surgery. Then I started using pain pills. Smoking weed every day. skip ahead. I got sexually abused by my brother when I was 17, and then my brother's dad was sexually abusing me from the age 14 to 20 years old. And as you can see, but he really messed up my head. He made me think that my family hated me. I tried every single drug with him. We almost died. Just a lot. I'll get more into that another time, but because it's all scattered up here, but he kept me because, like, it's basically like Stockholm Syndrome, you know? Just he manipulated me so much. And he knew I loved his dog, so he always kept her around too. And we lived in a garage for 3 months. Worst 3 months of my life. And then I went to treatment. But yeah. I'll do another one like later on because, like, you know, these suck. I only made it like 6 minutes, so